Thank you.
Yes, you can just wait.
Good morning. This is call number 2018-18260. In the interest of William and Angel Watson. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
So help me God.
So take a
All right, ma'am. Please state your name and your relationship to these children.
My name is Juanita Rojas. I'm the mother for William and Angel Watson.
Okay. And sir, your name and your relationship to the children.
Mother.
Yes, sir. My name is Bobby Watson. I am the father of William and Angel Watson.
All right. And representing the Attorney General, State of Texas.
Andrea Eoff.
We have a suit for modification of child support order, and we're having a hearing. Is that correct, Ms. Eoff?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Are there any stipulations?
No, sir.
All right, let's proceed.
All right, Your Honor, the state would like to call Bobby Watson.
All right.
Mr. Watson, will you please state your full name for the record?
Bobby Joe Watson.
And Mr. Watson, you are the father of two children, William and Angel Watson. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And William Watson died June 15th, 2021 at age 20. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Angel Watson is still living. And at this point in time, he's your only living child. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And we are here, obviously, on a suit to modify child support. And is it true that you have provided pay stubs to the Office of the Attorney General to document your income?
Yes, ma'am.
And whenever we reviewed those pay stubs, it was determined that you have a gross monthly income of $4,386.74. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are paying $207 a month for health insurance for Angel. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're paying $25 a month for dental and vision insurance for Angel. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Angel is your only child. And because of that, are you asking the court to order you to pay child support in the amount of $688, which would be 20% of your net monthly resources?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to order that you continue to provide this private health and dental and vision insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to order that this modified child support obligation begin on July 1st, 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking that the court make a finding of non-disclosure regarding your address and phone number?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you believe that if your address and phone number are in this court order or provided to Ms. Rojas, that you will be subjected to future abuse or harassment?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you explain why you feel that way?
Yes, ma'am, I can. Ms. Rojas has threatened me physically, not only myself, but my wife, Cynthia, who I've been married to for 10 years. She's even been to my mother's home in Florida with a gun, threatened that she was going to shoot me. And from my mom, I wasn't there, I was here in Texas, and she has made numerous calls, over 30, 40 calls, emails, text messages, threatening me and my wife, and I just don't feel comfortable giving her my address.
Okay. And Mr. Watson, Do you have any other source of income aside from the income you get from your job?
No, ma'am.
All right. We have lost the judge. Let's hold on one second.
Okay.
Hello.
Ms. Rojas, something has happened.
You?
Something has happened to the court's Zoom. So right now we just need to stay here and be quiet until the judge is back.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for
Mhm.
letting me know.
Yes, you're welcome. You are on mute.
I said, welcome back. I lost power here or something. I don't know what happened.
Okay, well, I'm glad you guys are okay. The live stream is still going and we have just been waiting silently.
All right, so where we were when this went down was you were asking him why he wanted non-disclosure. So, Mr. Watson, Mr. Rojas, please unmute yourselves.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
All right,
all right,
go ahead.
thank you. And Mr.
Where's my-
Watson, can you describe again for the court why you feel you will be at risk of harassment or abuse if information is disclosed?
Yes, ma'am. Well, there's been a lot of instances of personal threats to myself over the phone, various phone calls, various text messages, and emails. There were some in-person things that happened at my mother's house. I wasn't there in Florida. She showed up a few years back before my son passed with a pistol and made a threat that she was going to kill me. And then a couple weeks after that, she showed up at my P.O. box in Corpus Christi, and I got a call from the lady that owned the business telling me that she showed up looking for me, and she had to call the police to get her to be removed. I just don't feel safe. She's made threats against myself and my wife, and I just don't feel comfortable giving her my address. My wife is handicapped. She uses a walker. She can't defend herself. So, I mean, it's just, we're scared. We're afraid of her.
And then my final question, Mr. Watson, is there any source of income available to you aside from the money you receive from your job?
No, ma'am.
All right. So, Mr. Watson, if an order modifying child support in the way that we've discussed was entered today, do you believe that would be in your child's best interest?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking the court to approve and enter an order containing those terms today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I have no further questions and pass this witness, Your Honor.
Ms. Rojas, do you have any questions of Mr. Watson?
Yes, sir. I have two questions.
Okay, go
First
ahead.
of
Ask him
all-
a question.
First of all, I want to know when, because in harassment, he had to prove blah, blah, how stated was his accusation. I have a police report.
What is your
He can show
question, ma'am?
me
What is your question to Mr. Watson?
Why he lied? Why he lied?
Why are
I'm
you
the
lying,
mother
Mr.
for the kid.
Watson?
I'm
Question?
under oath. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth, Your Honor.
All right. You have another question, Ms. Rojas?
Yes, sir. This is going to be with the detective, and he's going to get a detective lie. And if he lies, he go to jail. That's it.
Did you have a question for Mr. Watson?
No, I don't have any more questions for him. I will take care of him with the police department.
Okay. Ms. Seoff?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this point in time, I would like to call Juanita Rojas. Ms. Rojas, will you please state your name for the record?
My name is Juanita I. Rojas. Juanita Isela Rojas.
Thank you. And you are the mother of William Angel Watson, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And William, did you hear the testimony that Mr. Watson gave earlier?
No, but the lies he said.
Okay, so
You're talking about the lies?
Let me rephrase my question.
No, be rude to me, please. I'm in the court. I have to respect you and your Honor.
Okay. We have asked the court to modify the child support, to raise the child support to $688. Are you in agreement with that new amount of child support?
It's 2 things I'm not in agreement, okay? The first thing about my divorce, when the child support come in for
Ms.
18
Ms.
years.
Rojas, thank you for your answer. You do not agree. How much do you think the child support should be?
Man, you're no attorney. you represent the state child support, you have to let me continue and finish. Okay? This is no attorney issues. This is you represent
Your
by
Honor,
the
I'm going
state.
to
You're
object
supposed
that
to
Ms.
be.
Rojas is being
Sustained. The objection is
non-responsive.
sustained. Ms. Rojas, you have to listen to the question and just answer the question. I'm going to let you say something later on, but right now, you just listen to the question and answer the question. I think the question was, how much do you think the child support should be now?
Well, about what he's making $100,000 a year, so maybe $1,000 because he
Okay.
never presents his income taxes.
All right, $1,000. Okay. Go ahead,
Okay.
Ms. Hill.
And Ms. Rojas, you believe that the child support, the new amount should start on July 1st, 2021, that it should be retroactive. Is that correct?
I no believe that because an ordinance can find out when the real amount come out. Soon as he went lawsuit for $200,000, he got in the bank.
Objection, Your Honor,
So
non-responsive.
Okay, Ms. Rojas,
I'm sorry, Your
I
Honor.
will let you say something later on. Right now, just ask the question. Just
Yes,
answer the
I'm sorry about
question. The answer to that question is yes or no. She wanted to know if you wanted
It's
to,
not.
let's start in July of 2021. Is the answer yes or no?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. No.
What date would you like the new child support amount to start?
Can you repeat that question, please?
What date do you think the new child support amount should start?
In this time, I don't know. He needed to present through when his new increase of money come into his household.
Okay. Now, Ms. Rojas, are you asking the court to make a finding of non-disclosure that would mean that your address and phone number is not put in the order and not given to Mr. Watson?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you believe that if your information is in the order or given to Mr. Watson, that you will be at risk of future harassments or abuse or threats?
I'll be harassed. He may be trying to kill me because the domestic violence has been going on for a lot of years. And he was abusing me. And
So the answer is
discriminating
yes,
against
ma'am.
me.
So the answer is
Yes.
yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right. And Ms. Rojas, if the court were to make a modification with the terms that you want, do you believe that order would be in your child's best interest?
Yes.
And would you be asking the court to approve and enter an order with your terms today?
Yes.
Your Honor, I pass this witness.
Mr. Watson, do you have any questions of Ms. Rojas?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Eoff?
Your Honor, the state feels that the child support should be modified to $688 per month. We do not have a position as to whether or not you would like to make that modification retroactive.
And cash medical support or dental support?
Oh, Your Honor, I'm sorry about that. We would also request that you order Mr. Watson to continue providing the private medical, dental, and vision insurance that he's already providing.
All right.
I have a question, Your Honor.
Okay, you have a question for Mr. Watson?
No. For you.
Okay. Hold on just a second. Now, if we're having a Ms. Eoff, if we're having a non-disclosure entry here, where is he supposed to visit with his child?
So at this point in time, I have not discussed it because I was not aware that we could modify the prior possession and access order. But we can recess and try to work out an exchange location.
All right, then let's do that.
Okay.
We'll recess and see if what you can figure that out, what you can figure out on that. Now, this child, Angel, is 18.
He
Or
will
will be-
turn 18 in November.
She will be 18 in November. She's still in
It's a boy.
school?
Their son, Angel,
He-
will turn 18 in November, and he is still in school. He will be a senior next year.
Okay. All right, we'll recess for a minute so you can discuss possible locations for exchange during
Joanna, can
visitation.
you say something?
Yes, Mr. Juan.
Because I'm thinking my legal rights is violated right now. She acts like she's legal, and she let Bobby Watson explain why she's feeling an abuse in his life, and he explained that. And when I'm trying to explain what I'm feeling an abuse, he stopped me. She stopped me. So this is retaliation. First of all, he don't have an attorney, and I don't have an attorney.
Ma'am, you know, that has nothing to do with what we're doing right now, okay? We're gonna recess so that you can discuss possibility of where the children,
I cannot
exchange
get
of the
a
child may be
research.
made.
I cannot get a research, Joanna, for one reason. My
Ma'am,
son don't want to see him because it's a domestic violence.
ma'am, we're just going to recess for a few minutes so that you can discuss where to exchange, because if we can't do that, then I'm not gonna give you a non-disclosure order, okay? So let's do that.